But I got to say, both of these players we see in grand finals have worked their way for a long time to be here. It's Skaws, it's Streakz, it's grand.
It's grand finals, and we are starting off tried and true on PS2. Now, I do believe these two played somewhat recently at an event in London. It did go in the favor of Streakz, but it was a Game 5 set. And of course, if this is your first tournament, if you are watching it, Skaws has got to win 2 sets in a row to win this tournament. Streakz only got to win once.
Yeah, Skaws coming from the losers bracket. Meanwhile, Streakz has got a set to play with, but I have a feeling he's going to want to close out here and now, really. Here and now.
And this is the thing, it's always that interesting moment at the start of a grand finals where you've got the player that comes from losers that has been playing hot and is looking to play hotter. And you know what? I don't even need to finish my sentence, Skaws. I don't even need to finish my sentence. Not when you're shooting like that.
That's crazy. Skaws just confirms they're so good. The jigsaw all fits together. The projectiles all land at the right time. But Streakz answering back with that smash attack.
Oh my goodness. And just Skaws is not letting up, but we've seen what Streakz can get. Confirm at 0. Fortunately, not too much for Skaws.
Trying to get that up tilt into the up air, but the boomerang helps him out to finish it off. That's a full stock lead for Skaws.
Yeah, and what a way to start off as well. I mentioned it a little earlier on, but again, coming hot from a really strong losers run where you've got all of this momentum and all of this sort of energy, and particularly with the way that you ended against Belittle as well, you've got to be feeling pretty hot and pretty confident about your gameplay.
Skaws has not just been winning, but I think he's been playing well. He wasn't clutching that last game, let's say, against Belittle. Yeah. He was styling on him. He was styling.
But, of course, we have got Streakz, who has not had the fatigue that comes with the losers run, has had a pretty smooth sailing, you know, had a couple of shaky wobbles here and there, but Streakz, again, we mentioned it earlier, cold as ice.
Yeah, I think what's curious is that, as we say, Skaws is happy to fight Streakz almost on his own terms. Like, he'll meet that aggression with his own form of aggression, which sometimes leans into Streakz' hands, but sometimes, as we see in there, Skaws just makes it work. Skaws just makes it work. Game 1?
This is...
Do we think this is going to be a long set? I think it might be. I think it might be.
We could be in for the long haul right now, certainly when Skaws is playing with that much momentum as well. And the thing is, it was just, you know, their combos and conversions were so on point. And I feel like that was something that when Skaws was looking a little more nervous in those like losers quarter sets.
Yeah, he was missing a few more things.
Yeah, and in those winner semis, it was like there were just little moments here and there where he was just missing stuff.
Yeah.
And it feels like right now, it's like he's got his groove, he's confident, and his combo game has just skyrocketed as a result.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a confident Skaws, not just in play style, but in he's feeling himself with execution. He's not messing much up. But execution is one thing, but keeping yourself out of trouble against Streakz' Fox is a whole different matter. Yeah,
there we go. Trying to use the down throw to sort of use the grab armor to get through that boomerang, but it really doesn't matter when Streakz has got those combos anyway. Getting that up smash and you know, decent lead here for Streakz in this game 2.
Yeah, Streakz, as we say, scores a little bit more momentum, a little bit warmer, but every chance here that, I was going to say that Streakz could clean up, but Skaws is not, he's just making stuff happen. Like, he only needs a couple of a couple of sets of advantage, or a couple of advantage states. He's killing Streakz pretty quickly.
But now this is where Streakz really begins to shine, trying to get something there. And I love the turnaround from Skaws as well, knowing he had just the perfect amount of time to turn around with that. And oh my goodness, the biggest case of magnet hands I've ever seen in my life.
He was nowhere near that.
He was nowhere near it at all.
All right, Streakz trying to juggle, trying to read the air dodge or the tech roll, but just sneak in the back air.
Yep, fresh back air, it's going to do it. Fresh, delivered to your door, straight from the blast zone.
All right. It's always curious with these grand final sets. I think, you know, for those who don't know the scene too well, this is a very much, I'd say, even though they went Game 5, Streakz probably the favorite to take this tournament right here and now. But Skaws doesn't look shaken. He looks ready.
Yeah, and we can see already just
Oh.
Streakz just having these defensive options called out time and time and time again, just doing a really, really excellent job.
That's a spicy meatball. I
That's
like that.
just
Anything with Fox down smash just always looks cool, especially with a parry.
And it was just that little sequence at the end where it was like, okay, well, you're going to drift in, so I'm going to go for this combo. Okay, well, now you're going to go for the air dodge, so I'm going to back air you off it. Okay, your next option, aggressive one, excellent. I'll parry that, and I'll kill you for it. And it's just, when Streakz gets cooking, it's so, so difficult to get him to turn the gas off.
Yeah, these players, they're both very momentum-based, as we've been saying, which is crazy because you both can't have momentum at the same time. So it's often one player snowballs for a couple of moments, then the next player snowballs for a couple of moments. But we'll see who could snowball the longest, basically.
Honestly.
Because we saw, I mean, Skaws looked really convincing that first game, but Streakz, yeah, was kind of running the show that second game. So I'm curious if this is going to go the whole, or if... no.
I saw the hero being hinted at, and I was like, you know what, not now.
I don't want to see hero. I can't do any kamikaze. I can't deal with it. I just want to see some clean Toon Link gameplay.
Please. It got you this far, please. I know it's for the fans, but also please don't. Oh my goodness, but suddenly a 37% cheeky little string there, trying to catch Streakz again.
It's a curious counter pick from Skaws going to Battlefield. Obviously a very good stage for Toon Link, but this could be the Fox playground, it feels like, a lot of the time, using those platforms.
I think the thing is, though, is that Streakz in general it doesn't matter whether you got 2 platforms or 3. Streakz is getting these 80-90% strings. And maybe if Skaws needs a little bit more of an option to land, but also like that top platform to be able to extend and shark with those combos, maybe just going for the Battlefield pick is worthwhile.
Oh, trying to get the tilt into the up air, the classic Skaws confirmed, but Streakz recognizing he had time to air dodge.
Yeah, trying to use the back hit of that forward tilt. Once again, lovely air dodge away from certain Doom.
That should be it. Oh, it shouldn't be. I tell a lie.
I'm genuinely surprised that didn't kill, but I guess, again, Battlefield, slightly bigger stage.
I think he could have got a jab lock confirmed there, but doesn't need it in the end. Up B will do.
And Skaws is really making a case for getting out of this blender right now. But Streakz sending him to the upper blast zone, and it's like, get back down there.
Get back down.
Get back down. Get back in the blender.
Oh,
I don't care how much you spin.
What's funny is that, as a tangent, like the new era victors, it's often perceived that whoever wins, like Arcadians for Smash UK, be that in ult or, let's say, Melee that Wills from Team Regen's been involved with, the winners of Arcadians almost always go on to be top players in their respective games. We saw it in New Era 1 with Legault with Grand Finals, and I wonder, even if Skaws won today, sorry, if Streakz won today, he's kind of already established himself, but as the kind of next in command, I feel like this could be the birth of the top player Skaws we've all thought has been coming. You know what I mean? I think top player Skaws is here to stay.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting one because I feel like sometimes people have that dream fairy tale run, and then suddenly it's almost like that expectation is right there on you to, you know, you are the next top player.
Yeah.
But it feels like a run like this from Skaws, particularly if he manages to take the set, as difficult as it is looking right now, whether it is that sort of escalation, particularly, of course, you've also got tomorrow to prove yourself.
Of course, yeah. We've got a whole other tournament to come, but right now, Streakz putting on the work at the moment. Yeah, just chasing Skaws' disadvantage. Skaws trying to get something going. You see like the dash attack, and then immediately buffers another dash attack. He's getting a little bit flustered, and we know when Skaws is at his best, he's got that composure.
And then
can we see it from him?
Yeah, Streakz is just doing a really good job of. Oh my goodness, that's the Streakz that we're all terrified of.
Yeah.
That is the Streakz that we're all scared of, and that is the Streakz that might make this a 3-1 mode.
Yeah, I didn't want to write off Skaws. I think there's every chance, especially after what we could see he could do in that first game. But yeah, just what Streakz does, as we've said throughout this top 8 so much, is that he dances around your shield, and he's just trying to get you to nibble. Like in that situation there, he was kind of dancing around the shield. Skaws didn't bite, but if he conditions you in a certain way, eventually you have to choose an option.
Yes.
You can't, like, no decision is a decision in a sense. So yeah, that's what Streakz is so good at, and I think maybe the character matchup as well. Fox can kind of corner Toon Link.
Yeah, yeah.
But we'll see. I think there's still life in this for Skaws, but at the same time, we could be seeing our last game of this tournament, of New Era, coming up too soon.
And we're seeing that he's going to, as much as he jokingly hinted at other characters, we are seeing the Toon Link tried and true.
I want to see the Skaws hero.
All
I want to
the way
see the Skaws
through.
Toon Link.
But
the Toon Link is the soul main.
It is the soul main.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's put on an absolute show for all of us today, and hopefully for all of you at home.
Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys if Joycey has or anyone in chat, there's like that thing that's going around Twitter. It's like my current main, my brain main, my heart main, and my soul main.
Yes, I've seen
and
that.
People got like different characters. For Skaws, it would be just Toon Link,
It's
Toon Link, Toon Link.
just the
It's
different skins
just
of Toon
Toon
Link.
Link. It's
just
just
the
Toon
different
Link.
skins of Toon Link, honestly. But here we are. It is match point. Streakz a single game away from taking the whole tournament. Skaws got a bit of an uphill battle, but it's certainly not out of the question.
All right, already a bit of a slobber knocker to start off with. A lot of straight hits flying.
Just, you can see already just Streakz trying to get right up in Toon Link's face, getting those projectiles out of the question here, and just like you mentioned before, dancing around the shield, dancing around Toon Link, and just waiting for Skaws to mess up.
It has a ledge trap situation. Streakz staying quite far away from the ledge. He was kind of expecting Skaws to maybe do like a rising, aggressive approach from the ledge. But he has the % lead. Oh, yeah, trying to catch an air dodge.
Yeah, and we had seen that a couple of times in previous sets from Skaws. He does enjoy those air dodges away to get out of those situations. But certainly, you know, Skaws knowing at that point, okay, these habits, I've got to keep them in check. No freebies in this set.
No freebies here. Gets the grab-on reaction to the neutral get-up. Oh, look at this pressure from Streakz. Oh, that's so good. I love the way that Streakz positioned his aerials there, because all of them they threatened an option, but it was very difficult for them to be reversaled. And then he just times the up smash perfectly.
So good, and this is where things get really scary. Streakz trying to put a little bit of sauce on it, but Skaws just using that up B to get out of the situation. Not quite managing to convert off of it, but Skaws still in this and calls the jump from ledge. Lovely, lovely stuff right there. We're still in the smoke.
Yeah, Streakz sort of slowing things down a little bit, shooting a few lasers. But here comes the pain.
Yeah, and unfortunate that the wind hitbox just pushed Streakz away. No punish from either of them was available there, and we can see, yeah, just staying at roll distance, catching the timing again. And these quite optimistic down airs are working out. What a tech to just avoid certain do.
The Streakz is still ready, dashing around for the follow-up, even though he got the tech in place. He gets the nair, gets the up smash.
Final stock here for Skaws potentially of the entire tournament. A comeback needs to happen here, but with the way Streakz is playing, with the pressure that he is exerting right now, it is looking really, really dire. But Skaws, with a couple of little hits, is slowly getting his way back into it.
Yeah, he's trying to keep Streakz out, but Streakz feels like he's smelling blood in the water. He knows that he's so close, and there's an aggression from Streakz I think we all love to see from him. Tries for the down smash. I think Streakz wants to finish this, and he wants to finish this in style.
Yeah, I was gonna say it feels a bit like Streakz has just got this on lock, not quite working out there. But a wonderful,
love it,
juicy up B.
Love that up B.
Excellent, excellent awareness there from Skaws. Streakz had no options, trying to catch the tech away there. This is very doable. This is very, very doable.
All right, a few reversals coming out, but Streakz has put Skaws in that classic aerial into up smash %. Maybe Aurora Pair will finish it.
It will indeed. Nair to up smash, a stray aerial. Skaws trying to get a bit of a comeback started here.
Oh, he did air dodge away that time. Streakz has been fishing for that the whole set.
Yeah, but now just exerting that pressure on the platform and catching the jump away. Was anything else expected, as Streakz is your new Era 3 champion?
Streakz, cold as ice, doing the business. This tournament has had so many unexpected moments, so many upsets, so many crazy sets, crazy moments. But Streakz powered through it all.
Maintains
He
the
did his
status quo.
job. He did his job. He's pushed on. He is going to be, we'll see him tomorrow in the UK,
Yes.
UK IE finale. But he takes New Era. Great stuff to him. But of course, it should go without saying. But well done to Skaws. Absolutely brilliant tournament from him. Yeah, had his back up against the wall a few times, but I think
Put on a hell of a show.
put on a great show. And as we said a little bit on the commentary,